Greatest stars on Earth are on Game Show Network.
Hey, San Antonio, if you like what you see on Game Show Network, fill out your survey and let Paragon Cable know you want Game Show Network.
Grab some popcorn and get ready for Game Show Network's word-bending feature presentation, The Password 4. Password 1 starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. Password 2, the sequel at 2:30. Password Plus at 3 p.m. Followed by Super Password at 3:30. Remember, if you keep your ticket stub, you will be admitted to the Password 4 next week from 2 to 4 p.m. totally free. Relax and enjoy The Password 4, courtesy of Game Show Network.
Hi, welcome back. We're about to play Final Jeopardy for the match. And this is one of those interesting situations where it is, in truth, almost impossible for our returning champion to lose his championship on the program. Unless he figures he really knows the category in Final Jeopardy, which is sports, and decided to wager a bundle. That could happen. But let's find out. Both of the players have made their wagers in secret. Contestants, in a moment, I'm going to give you the Final Jeopardy answer, and you'll then have 30 seconds in which to write down your question. And I remind you again, please be sure it is in the form of a question. The Final Jeopardy category, as we know, is sports. The Final Jeopardy answer is this. Either of two current pro baseball teams, or team names, that don't end in S. Two current pro baseball team names that don't end in S. Good luck. Time is up. Well, we know that our returning champion, Michael Backus, came on like a house on fire today. Beautiful performance, very aggressive, and did well. You got rid of one of our players, Ron Tropstage, who left us in a deficit situation, leaving only Penny DeMills. Penny, you had $1,800 going into Final Jeopardy. Let's take a look. Either of two current pro baseball team names that don't end in S. You said the Final Jeopardy question is, you're shaking your head.
Yeah.
What are the... Couldn't think of it, huh? How much did you risk? $1,799, leaving you with $1. Well, you're sure to finish in second place, unless you could be our champion if Michael bet everything he had and came up with an incorrect question. Let's take a look, first of all. Either of two current pro baseball team names that don't end in S, and Michael said... What is Chicago, white, reveal it a little more, Sox. Yes, indeed, that's absolutely right. The Boston Red Sox are the other team. How much did you bet? $1,800, giving you for the day $13,600. And you remain champion, and that means your two-day winnings of $24,300. Congratulations to you. We'll see you on the next show. We'll bring in two more players for you to deal with, and maybe they'll fare a little better than Penny. Okay, thank you for joining us today, Penny. And thank you, too, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, Alex Trebek for everyone at Jeopardy. So long, everybody.
Some of our departing contestants will receive clothing by Dobie, the makers of Rainbow Bright and other fine kids' wear. Discover just how bright the rainbow can be with Rainbow Bright Kids Wear by Dobie. Cold frozen garlic bread with freshness frozen in. Adds a tasteful touch to your favorite meals, just minutes from freezer to table. Cole's frozen garlic bread. Toys R Us, one of the world's biggest toy stores, presents you with a gift certificate to be used at any Toys R Us store throughout the country. Oscout Calcium Supplement. If your body isn't getting enough calcium, it could rob it from your bones. Oscout Calcium, your body needs it. And Bright gives a brilliant shine without buildup. So bring your no-wax floor out of the dark and turn on a bright shine.
It's time to play games with Nancy Sullivan, Dave Nemeth, and Game TV next.
later, pick a card, any card, with Bob Eubanks and Card Charts, only on Game Show Network. Distributed by
Columbia TriStar Television.
You're watching Game Show Network.
Stand by to cue announcer.
Coming in 5.
Okay,
4,
ready announcer.
3, 2,
And
1.
cue announcer.
From the Sony Pictures Studios in Culver City, California, this is Game TV. Now, here's Dave Nemeth and Nancy Sullivan.
Oh, righty. Hey, welcome to Game TV, and we
there.
are back, and as it says right there, Dave Nemeth, Nancy Sullivan, right here
That's
with
right.
you.
That's us.
Game TV, and did you have a good weekend?
I had a wonderful weekend.
Ooh, do you
I
like the way she
love
said that?
springtime. I had a wonderful weekend.
You spend the weekend alone?
I went up to Santa Barbara and visited a friend.
I
Now,
see.
Santa Barbara is the most beautiful part of California.
It
I
is
think.
gorgeous. It really
Wild
is.
flowers everywhere.
You have to be rich,
Absolutely
though,
wonderful.
just to drive through.
You do.
It's very
They do. They
expensive
check your
place.
credit rating before they even let you enter the city
A lot
limits.
of classy people live
You have to
up
have
there.
your TRW available.
That's right.
Now, is
Pay
it
a toll,
true?
and you got to check your credit first.
You like spring, right?
I love spring.
Is it true that a young man's fancy turns to love? You're a young man.
Yes, fancy that.
Really?
Sure, and I am in love.
Oh,
I
that's
am
fun.
in love.
My fancy turns to antihistamines.
No,
because,
really?
Yeah. I
What-
was a Benadryl spokesperson
Well,
for a while, and it was very appropriate.
I'll tell you how in love I am, folks. You went to Santa Barbara.
Yes.
Just to show you how much in love I am, I bought a washer and dryer. Okay? Yes, isn't it lovely?
You went to an appliance store.
I did.
Oh.
Not Easter, but Saturday. We bought
That's true love, Dave.
bought a washer and dryer.
That's called commitment.
Yep.
So, you know,
Extra large capacity.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. You bet.
It is good stuff.
9 cycles, 3 temperatures on the dryer.
He's like
3.
a washing commercial.
Yeah, we did our shopping. We got some good stuff.
See, now that's what life is all about. That's what sustaining love is all about.
That's true. And, life is a game.
Absolutely.
Is this
Speaking
a
of
segue?
games,
Ooh,
I think
boy.
we better say
Picked
what's
right up
going
on
on
that,
around
didn't you?
here.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, we should. This is a great show we got for you today. Very interesting. Now, we're not going to be playing Race for the Numbers.
No.
Because, the computer, the rubber band wound down, and we can't get it wound up again.
The
so
squirrels are
we
tired. They've been running around.
Won't be playing the Race for the Numbers games, but that's okay. We'll get back to that tomorrow. And instead, we got a really neat show because we pulled out some really special things.
We have a game called Wiener Take All. It was from Oscar Mayer Productions, and what happened is a giant hot dog would come in.
Not that
and
one. No,
What?
this was Winner Take All. This was
Excuse me.
Winner Take All.
Oh,
Way
boy.
back in like 1951. The first.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's funny. First Mark Goodson, Bill Todman game show ever to appear on TV.
That is historical. I mean, they went on to just do everything.
Historical
This is
and
amazing.
hysterical.
You know, this is also, there's a lot of firsts here. It's also the first CBS game show after they started full network operations in 1948. So this is real early TV.
It's also the first time we've had to kill 5 minutes without playing a game.
I'm telling you.
Yes,
but we
indeed.
love it.
Yeah, it was this show was interesting because if you watch Jeopardy nowadays, when people hit the plunger, hit the button, all the other guys are locked out and they're standing there going.
And this was the first show to have
And
that.
it's too late because that's right, they're locked out.
They also had 2 different sounds. One had a bell and one had a buzzer. So whoever got in first, you got that sound.
So they created that. That's now a game show staple. You know what? I'll tell you what.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at the opening sequence
Yeah.
of Winner Take All. Now notice the titles, the graphics. Very interesting.
We've come a long way.
You want to be a winner? Okay, winner take all. Good. Was that a fur coat or
I think that was a fur coat. Did you see the look on the ladies' faces?
ink blot? They wanted that coat, boy.
Things look so sophisticated today with all these color and computer graphics.
Yeah, and the more-
Absolutely amazing.
The more you see this, the more you'll find that we have, indeed, as Nancy said, come a long way.
Oh, I love that old stuff. Now, another first here, that this is the first game show to use a returning champion where they would play against new players.
That's right. Now, the show was hosted by this guy right here, Barry Gray. He was a New York City radio DJ. That should tell you, that spells trouble right away. Now, Barry was with us for a long time. He just died back in last December.
He was
at
80.
80 years old, that's right.
And he was a radio man. He was considered the father of talk radio. He was a real edgy character. And as you're going to see in this next clip, because he had radio experience, not TV, he had a little bit of trouble following the cameras.
For those, I may hang myself on a cable here at any moment. You're starting again with the camera tricks, huh? Yesterday I told you have to follow the show. I can't follow you, but if you're going to be that way... For those of you who would like to be at the track right now but have to be at home, be happy. Because through the wonderful medium, which camera is on? Where are we? Glad to see you. Because through the wonderful medium of television, we're going
Hi there. How are you? Nice to see you. Did you see the looks on the contestants' faces?
I would love to know what they were thinking.
You throw a guy like that back at
Yeah.
that time into a studio, and he's obviously, as you said, got an edge. He looks like he's going to be trouble, and in fact, he was trouble. Now, the format of the show featured the two contestants. You saw them sitting there with their lovely hats, competing against each other in a question-and-answer game.
The producers would choose a category, and they would answer questions in the category.
That's right. Now, Barry tended to talk a lot, as radio guys often do, and the game, therefore, rarely got past 2 rounds. You see, he had a real problem with timing. Take a look.
We're out of time?
Let's just do this and have a real happy day today. Let's try these with these people. They're from down south and from...
You know, he's a brunette, Edward Everett Horton, this fella.
Come on.
This is a brunette, Edward Everett Horton. Springtime for Moisha. Thank you, Jerry. What happened? That's such an easy round to run. What fame? Let's forget about it. Will you bring those pictures back, Jerry, for just a couple of seconds? Please. I want to show you something. How much time we got? Take this card off, will you?
1 minute.
Take the card off. No? What famous Supreme Court justice has been nicknamed, bring the cards back? He needs the exercise.
Whoa.
It's as if he didn't even know he was on camera.
Yeah,
he was running it like a radio show.
Yeah, like he was just playing in his living room or something. Now, in the daytime version of the show, some of the categories were illustrated through kind of interesting songs and skits. Watch.
That was Lucy and Ethel.
I think you're right, it was.
And you know, I think Larry Anderson would like that one because those were horse racing questions coming up next on the show.
If you and I had to do the horse thing, who would be the front and who would be the back?
I think I'd be the front.
I think you probably would be, because you always get your way around here, but that's okay. Now, this version of Winner Take All was in 1951. As we've been talking about, Barry was a little bit...
edgy.
Yeah, good word. And therefore, the show only lasted 2 months. They couldn't find a sponsor. Nobody wanted anything to do with it. Yeah.
Oh, boy, he was really controversial. The advertisers were terrified of him. He's kind of like, you know, if Howard Stern hosted a game show.
Which wouldn't be a bad idea. In this day and age, it would probably go over very well.
We're ready for it now. This was a long time ago.
Back then, it was just trouble. Now, the prizes, okay, you're probably wondering, what kind of stuff do they give away on a show like this? Well, wait till you see it. Very interesting stuff.
Your Besson also has an attachment to wash lingerie. It's the newest aid to housewives' chores. And then, 3 kitchen saver appliances from Dormeyer. The Frywell, the automatic deep fryer with full thermostatic control. The Dormeyer food fixer, a grinder, juicer, and mixer all in one unit. And the beautiful Dormeyer blender, which shreds, liquefies, and blends fruits and vegetables. 3 wonderful aids for your cooking pleasure.
Quality stuff.
You have to be careful not to put your lingerie in the Frywell, though.
That's right. You never know what could happen. The product lasted longer than the company, because it was last time you shopped for a Dormeyer.
And did you notice that someone's hand actually came in and pulled the cards off?
We have indeed come a long way. This show was actually on CBS before their famous I logo was developed. And take a look at what their logo looked like back then. Very, very simple, very clean. I like that shadowing effect. Very nice.
Something I know is this show had a few incarnations, because it started out as a radio show, and it was Bill Cullen's show.
Right.
Then it moved into CBS, and then actually it was picked up later on NBC, and Bill Cullen had the chance to go back and host.
And it was Bill's very first television.
It was his
game
debut.
show, which was very interesting. And of course, he went on to be one of the...
and he probably should have been in the driver's seat from the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Although I love those clips.
I know, they are classic. And in fact, if you like that, guess what? We'll be showing you that sometime in the future.
Under 12 episodes, but we're going to show them to you. We'll let you know when that is.
That's right. Now, don't go away, because when we come back, we're going to take a look at the weekend that the winners from the Wheel of Fortune live tour had. And it happened right here in Los Angeles. Lots of fun. Stay with us.
This is the only face that I've got, so I'm going to take care of it for the long run. The trick is being smart about the sun.
Up to 90% of all visible signs of aging can come from daily UV exposure. Help prevent it with Oil of Olay Daily UV Protectant, the #1 product recommended and used by dermatologists. SPF protection, Olay moisture.
It's not vanity. It is necessary. In 10 years, my face is going to thank me.
The dermatologist's choice, Oil of Olay Daily UV Protectant. You know, we get 120,000 phone calls a month.
More and more, homeowners want one loan that does it all.
A lot of them are homeowners with less than perfect credit trying to refinance their homes.
They want to refinance their first mortgage and pay off their high-rate credit cards and auto loans. That's why the Money Store introduced the combo loan. With just one loan, you can refinance your mortgage, pay off your high-rate bills, and usually get some extra cash. The combo loan at the Money Store. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES.
I spent my life studying water all around the world. Hello, I'm Dr. Sylvia Earle. These days, city water is in the news. That's why I recommend filtering your drinking water. But not all filters are the same. Compared to Brita, the PURE water filter is more effective. PURE removes a higher percentage of lead, up to 98%. PURE also removes the microorganisms Brita filters can't. It even shuts itself off when the filter needs changing. PURE uses a higher level of technology for great tasting water. So until your city gets one of these, get PURE.
For great tasting, healthier water, call 1-800-211-6419 now. You'll receive an informative brochure and the location of a retailer near you. And for a limited time, you'll also get a valuable rebate for up to $5 off the purchase of a PURE water filter. Call 1-800-211-6419 now. Remember, a higher level of clean is PURE.
Welcome back.
Hey.
I am the crowd.
You are the crowd?
Yes.
I'm the walrus. Anyway, Dave Nemeth, Nancy Sullivan, Eric Gesundheit. Game TV, yes indeed. Now, not long ago, we had, speaking of games, Mr. Bob Eubanks right here in the studio. Great guy. One of the things he talked to us about was the Wheel of Fortune live tour that he hosted last summer.
That's right. And he didn't tell us everything about it, though. One thing that he didn't mention was that the winners got a chance to do something great.
That's right. The winners of this live tour not only got a chance to come all the way to Los Angeles, depending on where they're from, and watch a taping of the actual Wheel of Fortune with Pat and Vanna, they also got the chance to try out to be contestants.
Oh, and they're so excited. And our Game TV behind-the-scenes crew were on hand to capture the event. Let's take a look. A couple of weeks ago, we joined a very special group of people. They're here to try out as contestants on the television version of Wheel of Fortune. Entering stage 11, their excitement increased as Charlie O'Donnell greeted them, and their enthusiasm was piqued as Pat and Vanna began the show. The following day, we went to the Wyndham Garden Hotel, and we caught up with Gary O'Brien, contestant coordinator for Wheel. We asked Gary what exactly they look for in contestants.
Well, we're sort of excited. We have actually winners from all around the country. There was a special Wheel of Fortune live show, sort of like a mini version of Wheel of Fortune that went to about 20 or so different cities. And then 2 or 3 people from each city won a free trip out here. And so we're having folks from all around the country, and there's going to be about 40 of them.
Well, we had the live tour come to West Palm Beach at the South Florida Fair, and went out there and I sat in the audience, and Bob Eubanks picked me out of the audience and got up on stage, and I won my first round, and I was the high point winner for the day. So then I played a final round for a chance to come out here to Hollywood, California to audition for the actual Wheel of Fortune show, and I'm really excited about it.
From what we understand, it's the audition. They're going to do 2 or 3 cuts and maybe play a couple games and a written test.
Most people trying out for the show don't realize what it's like being a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. We're looking for good players, people who will be fun players for the show, who will stand up under the pressure, who will be able to play with a big voice, and who will be the kind of a person that people at home will want to see. So there was no auditioning process for the Wheel of Fortune live tour. This is the real thing. This is the real show that they're trying out for today. And we'll see. Hopefully some will make it.
Finally, the wait was over and the contestants began their tryouts. After an intensive, fun-filled day, some of these lucky people will be hearing if they've been selected as the few, the proud, the Wheel of Fortune players. Maybe they'll win big, although in their eyes, they've already won.
And we have our friends from Game Show Network here, too.
Hi.
Hey.
They love Game Show Network, don't they?
They do.
Fun stuff. Really neat stuff.
And, you know, it's exciting enough to audition, but to take a trip all the way across country, it's amazing because the excitement must have just been overflowing in those people.
Oh, you can just see it. I mean, Wheel of Fortune itself just emotes such emotion from everybody. Everybody in the country knows about it. Everybody in the country dreams about spinning the wheel. Everybody plays at home, you know, when they're watching. And so, really, they were obviously were very excited, and rightfully so.
And, you know, Trent Hanna, the guy that seemed very confident, he had reason to be because he is actually picked, and they let us know over the weekend he'll be a contestant on an upcoming show. Isn't that great?
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the process of how they go about actually. I mean, it's not easy. You don't just walk in there and get in line and play Wheel of Fortune.
No, they test you. You play the game. You take a written test.
That's right. And then after the contestant coordinators grade the tests and the overall performance of the individual, then about half of those folks actually make the cut.
That's right. And that doesn't even mean that they've made it, because those people are going to play more intense rounds of wheel, and then they're going to go home hoping that they get that letter that lets them know they've been selected. I mean, it's a lot easier from the couch at home.
Yes. Oh, obviously. It is. Everything about television is easier when you're sitting on the couch than opposed to actually doing it or playing it or whatever. Now, hopefully some of our friends from the live tour will
yeah, because we know about Trent. Who knows? Maybe there's some other people, too.
That would be great. Now, we talked about how the contestants are picked. They have to go round after round after round, and they have to make their way up to the actual taping on the actual show. But there are other shows, like Price is Right, where you do just show up and you just stand in line.
That's
and then
right.
you come into the audience, and perhaps you end up on stage with Mr. Barker.
Like I did.
Like you did.
You know, we showed a segment earlier in Game TV that people loved. They went crazy because we had such a great time behind the scenes. And today, for your viewing pleasure, we're going to rerun that, backed by popular demand.
That's right. And not everybody can do that, but our own Nancy Sullivan got her way behind the scenes.
I wormed my way in.
Talked with the girls. You talked with Bob. You talked with Rod. You talked with everybody. And again, we did have such great response when we showed it earlier. We're gonna show it again today.
That's right.
So we'll do part one right when we come back?
Encore, yes.
Okay. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
You're watching Game Show Network.
All across America, women create...
Hey, San Antonio, now's your chance to call this special toll-free number.
And be eligible to play a special edition of Race for the Numbers only on Paragon Cable.
Paragon customers, be sure to tune in to Game TV on Game Show Network. We're previewing on Channel 5.
And at 11 a.m. Tuesday morning, April 1st, you could be our winner.
That's right. Phone lines will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on March 31st.
And remember, you can't win if you don't register.
2 Olympic gold medals and 10 world titles between them. 1 legend who's pound for pound the best. 1 superstar who's ready for the test. The paths of 2 great champions finally cross. Live on pay-per-view, Caesar's Palace presents Pernell Whitaker versus Oscar De La Hoya. The showdown to decide pound for pound who is the best. Saturday, April 12th, Whitaker, De La Hoya, live on pay-per-view. Call your local cable company to order.
Even me. Here's a guy who really loves his work, and baby animals are his favorite, whether it's out of Africa or at the local zoo. Baby Boomers brings you a fun and fascinating look at baby animals from around the world.
Your kids will love meeting our kids.
So call now to order your Baby Boomers video. Call 1-800-962-5665. Use your credit card and get Jack Hanna's favorite bloopers free. That's 1-800-962-5665.
I've said goodbye to bath bars. I don't even bother with body lotion. Now all I use is this. It's this 2-in-1 moisturizing body wash from Oil of Olay. Little dab on the puff, jump in the shower. Suddenly there's this wonderful moisturizing lather. Much better at moisturizing than the leading bath bar. And the Olay moisturizers are actually absorbed by my skin. My skin feels so much softer and younger.
Oil of Olay 2-in-1 moisturizing body wash. For moisturized skin, the leading beauty bar doesn't touch.
Body lotion? I don't even think about it.
What's My Line is now on Game Show Network 5 nights a week, starring me, John Daly. We've got tons of stars and tons of laughs. It's on at 11. Don't miss it.
That was cool, Dave Donahue. Camera 3. Dave Donahue, ladies and gentlemen, over on camera 3.
Creativity in
yes,
action.
He's ducking now.
Let me see.
There he is. He gets all his creative, fancy schmancy things. Don't you, Dave? Let's see something creative and fancy schmancy. Can we do that, Brent? Can we take a day? Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? There's an actual living being walking with the camera. It's amazing. It's real TV, folks. It's live. It's happening right now. There he is. There's old Dave.
Hey, the camera shy.
He does a great Elvis impersonation, too. Someday we'll bring him out here. We'll have him do some Elvis.
We'll have to build some suspense first,
That's right. Speaking of suspense.
Oh, you know.
Could you imagine waiting in line, getting to
At
be in
Price
Price
is
is Right,
Right.
and hoping and hoping and hoping you get on?
Those people they go bananas. You don't have to do anything to get them whipped up.
That's true.
Some of them, they're pretty punchy because some of them come at midnight the night before.
It's almost like Let's Make a Deal used to be, you know, when people show up in their goofy costumes and stuff. And here they just have to show up and be themselves and be vivacious and full of energy and life, and that helps their odds of getting on the show, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. We have a clip. Is that ready? Let's go to it.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Now,
Price
this
is
is the
Right.
most exciting show. This is The Price is Right. Are you ready?
The Price is Right has been delighting audiences for 25 years, making it the longest-running game show in television history. I'm Nancy Sullivan for Game TV, and I was invited to come on down for a very special behind-the-scenes peek at America's highest-rated daytime game show. Here we are behind the scenes at The Price is Right. Behold, the Roll-O-Matic. Here we go. We're moving through. The models are in makeup. The lights are blinking. The audience is coming in. Honey, we shrunk ourselves. We're going to have a great time. Every taping of The Price is Right begins with the show's lifeblood, its audience. Producer Philip Rossi explains how the lucky contestants are chosen.
Well, I meet about 300 folks outside the studio about an hour, hour and a half before the taping and talk to them all, and in that time choose the 9 folks we're going to use for the show.
William Anderson. I'm a retired United States Marine.
This is good. What have you been doing with your time?
Retiring.
No. You can't do retirement. You do...
I've been practicing for The Price is Right the last 5 years.
This is a good thing. If they pass muster, next name they hear is going to be theirs, said by Rod Roddy. It's come on down.
So what makes a good contestant for Price?
Someone ready to have a good time.
There's an incredible amount of energy in here. These people are excited, aren't they?
They are indeed. They literally jump out of the seat 4 or 5 feet. It's amazing.
Another amazing element of The Price is Right are its world-famous models, known simply as Barker's Beauties. The girls all agreed on one thing. This price is right for them. I saw you in action out there. You look like you were having a ball.
Yeah, we have a great time here.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a wonderful gig.
Oh, yeah.
How did you end up being here, having all this fun every day?
Auditioning and auditioning and more auditioning, and finally I got it. Like, I think the first time I auditioned was like 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just went about, did my thing, and now I'm back.
Persistence pays off, as well as a
Absolutely.
really good gene pool. I think you've created a whole new area of I don't know exactly what to call it.
Well, we show prizes, you know. That's about, you got to just call it like it is. We show those inanimate objects and try to make it look like your best friend. So the contestant makes the show. Their energy, their enthusiasm, they've been supportive of us from the very beginning, and because of them, we've had a #1 show.
And the television institution known as The Price is Right shows no signs of slowing down, even after 25 memorable years. Hey, maybe I could get in on this.
You got to flip that wrist down. Watch out.
It's coming in.
Very nice. What a thrill that must have been.
Oh, we had fun.
And you know what? We have more, because that was only part 1, and we've got 2, you know. So part 2 is coming up. Stay with us. That was neat.
Don't you wish you could get the soothing, gentle cleaning of a bath every time you change your baby? Introducing Pampers Baby Fresh. Baby Fresh and Pampers got together and made a wipe quilted thick, blended with soft, natural fibers. A wipe gentler on your baby's skin than the other leading wipe. So now every change is more soothing, gentler, and just from the bath fresh. Introducing Pampers Baby Fresh. Pamper your baby. Bathe them in gentleness.
Now on home video,
They said a kid couldn't raise geese.
Or they think she's their mother.
They said a kid couldn't save them.
Our problem is that your birds, they don't have anybody to show them the way.
Now, can she help them fly to safety? Own the adventure of courage,
This is so cool!
triumph,
Sir, you better take a look at this.
and an amazing kid who learned that love means never giving up. Jeff Daniels, Anna Paquin, Fly Away Home.
Watch this boring, flat, limp hair go from this to fuller, thicker, voluminous-looking hair that anyone can do just like that. Introducing the revolutionary new Tap Teaser. The Tap Teaser's unique double-hooked teeth give you double the volume. Every time you tap, teeth lift and feather, building layer upon layer of full, beautiful, tangle-free hair. Tap, 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 bangs get bounce. Tap, 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 sides get volume. Tap, tap, tap fills in thin spots just like that. With each tap, double the volume for mounds of thick, beautiful hair. Now get that $30 salon look in seconds for $12.95. You get 2 different styling tools. This easy-to-use styling guide. Call to order your Tap Teaser today.
Call now 1-800-851-7733 to order your complete Tap Teaser system. That's 1-800-851-7733. Again, that's 1-800-851-7733.
You're watching Game Show Network. Next up, it's Card Sharks, followed by Game World. Then it's Tattletales.
TV, it's Game Show Network, it's Dave and Nancy.
That's right, and we are in the middle of showing you a bird's eye view of The Price is Right behind the scenes. Let's take a look at the rest of our tape.
Here we go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And up forward.
And so begins another taping of The Price is Right, just like they've been doing it for over 25 years. I'm Nancy Sullivan for Game TV, inviting you to join me as we go behind the scenes of the longest-running game show in television history. That man behind the curtain is Price is Right announcer Rod Roddy, equipped with the most recognizable voice in television.
How many of you watch The Price is Right? Thank you, that because of you, we're in our 25th year on CBS.
Come on down. There you are. There's the voice.
Everybody knows it's like a Pavlovian response in people. That is a great voice. How long have you been with the show?
This is my 12th year with the show.
Oh, wow.
And the time has just gone like that. You know, it's really a fun gig, and I enjoyed it so much. I can't believe that it's the 12th year, but it is.
I was watching you warm up the audience. You were cracking me up.
Well, they're already warm by the time they get here. It becomes a big event for them.
You're going to see when you can see a smile on your face. When you see the energy coursing through your body, yes! When you see a rosy glow on your cheeks. Long cheeks.
Everybody here feels like they're going to play.
They're going to win. They're going to go home in a new car.
Rod may be Price's voice, but the show's heart and soul is 10-time Emmy Award winner Bob Barker. Did you have any idea that it would be such a success?
Of course not. No one could possibly have predicted this. I thought it would do well. And then after we did the first show, I knew that it would work.
Apparently, you are the most popular game show host of all time, according to a national poll. How does that feel?
Well, it feels very good. It feels as if I have not wasted all these years. On May 21st, we will tape the last show of our 25th year and the first show of our 26th year. We break a record every time we tape a show.
What's the secret?
For one thing, the basic premise of the show is so strong. Everything we do is based on prices, and everyone identifies with prices, so they become involved. And any game show, that's what they're looking for, is viewer involvement. We get it. And then it's a fast-moving show. If you don't like what we're doing, wait 3 or 4 minutes. We're doing something completely different. We play 6 different games every day. We do it as if it were a live show. I think that's important, too. We don't edit. It has that spontaneous feel.
It's a new car!
And it's the only really people-oriented show now. It used to be they were all people shows, but no more. And I think all of these things work.
We're going to start a new show called Give Me the Car Anyway. Well, every time somebody loses the car, someone in the audience says, stop, give me the car anyway.
Price is Right is not a show, it's an event. I've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun.
And we hope you've had fun sneaking backstage with us at The Price is Right. Hey, has anyone seen Rod around lately?
Hi, it's me again. Just trying to get on camera. God knows I do what I can.
I'm Nancy Sullivan for Game TV. Oh, I want to go back. That was so much fun.
Well, we will be back once again tomorrow. We have another great show lined up for you. Mr. Mark Summers is going to be here, so join us tomorrow for Game TV.
Bye-bye. See you then.
Some of our prizes are from service merchandise. Select top name brands from our catalog or redeem at any one of our over 400 stores nationwide from service merchandise. Some of our winners will receive a gift certificate from JCPenney for a 3-sheet portrait package valued at $39.95. Photography by JCPenney, creating memories for a lifetime.